All right, we are live. I've had a little bit of a absence from YouTube as well. I'm transitioning back into the crypto market, and well, this is a first perfect case of crypto explaining what's wrong with it, showing, but going in depth into what happened with, well, what clearly was going to be a disaster. Tuah, the insider trading, the rug pull aspects, all sorts of just ridiculous pumping, dumping, and losses and scams. But it's such a great use case because it is so complex, and that one of the great things about crypto is that it's blockchain, and that thus you can't hide your crimes, and that there's really good analysis out there already, only like 36 hours into this whole thing. And yeah, shout out to CoffeeZilla. And no, I didn't invest anything into Tuah. That is clearly clickbait title, but shout out to CoffeeZilla in that I would like to get him as like the one of the people I'll be talking about the 10 different crypto projects that I will be launching, from meme coins all the way up to what could be the biggest, largest monumental project ever that will completely transform the economy and especially the crypto market. And it is called PooP. Yes, PooP coin is going to change the world, and it's going to be PooUSD especially that does it. And well, no, that's not a meme. What does it stand for? Proof of Ownership Project. That's what PooP coin is that you will be able to take your physical cash and you will be able to digitize it onto a blockchain, thus proving that you own it, and then keeping your cash in a safe that is then monitored with camera and sensor and audits that go into this blockchain, thus proving that every dollar issued, every PooO dollar issued, actually has a physical dollar bill behind it. And that you won't need any banks, you won't need any exchanges or anything like that, because anybody will just be able to take their cash and show it to, well, put it into the blockchain through the process that will be developed through the Proof of Ownership project. And then what will happen is that then the PooP coin will be able to issue PooO Dollars, Proof of Ownership dollars, that for every dollar issued, there is an existing physical bill behind it that is owned by the decentralized individual. So it's accountability to every single individual on the planet that is then able to take their own physical cash that they are proving that they own, and then decentralizing that finance. It is the ultimate crypto DeFi project, and the irony of PooP coin project and PooO Dollars is that it is the exact opposite of shit and the scams and all the frauds such as this Tuah bullshit. So we'll get into more of what my projects are after we cover Tuah.
Today's launch day. Woot woot. My Hawk meme
Let me know
coin
you
is
can
live.
hear the sound.
10 seconds later. Bash Bros, Bash Bros, Bash.
Right, sorry, we're going to be pausing to give a little analysis. So the Bash Bros here, pretty dope little channel, but they're going to be incorporating both tokenomics, showing on-chain scans, as well as playing some of CoffeeZilla's excellent I guess, Twitter Spaces with this Haley, Hawk Tuah, and the developers of the Hawk scam. And yeah, shout out to the Bash Brothers for their excellent analysis on this.
Bash Bros.
Okay, and actually, yes, for anyone tuning in that has no idea what I'm talking about or what Hawk Tuah scam is, yeah, they made 4 million, absolutely. But the crazy part is, oh yes, everyone is an admin on this channel. That's what I do so that you can post links, you can click on each other's channels and subscribe, and you don't have to worry about being deleted for whatever comment or view you have. There's no bias because everybody's a moderator on my channel. All right, but back to Hawk 2. What's wild about it is that it got a $500 million market cap. Okay, so that is that people invested I think it was like $480 something million. So $500 million went into this within a few hours. Good morning, Deadfish Cheese Bread, Blue Star 84, We Runa Farm, Science Evidence Fringe. Much love to you all, or anyone watching after this. Okay, so here you see like the chart. These are greens, reds, but obviously this is gray. Anywho, several giant pumps and then dumps, and they had extremely high trading fees, so they made $4 million just off of that. So that's one part of the scam of it. And then that they did investor sales of large amounts to people unlocked. Yeah, so to give you the brief explanation, tokenomics are key to any crypto project. What makes Bitcoin so valuable is that I think there was 26 million or maybe 62 million. Anyways, it's like in the tens of millions, but a finite amount of Bitcoin, and that it's the first mover advantage. That's what made it, that's what keeps it, that's what gives it its intrinsic value. And then you have another first mover advantage, which was Ethereum. It was the first one to come out with these smart contracts. Then you had number 3, Doge, the first meme, which was off of a proof of work. So it was the Bitcoin technology. It was essentially a fork of Bitcoin. So it's Bitcoin, but on a different network, or network essentially, and hardware building it, but it's the exact same thing, so that there's the same finite amount, but they made trillions of it or something. Anyways, it's the exact same as Bitcoin, but it's not Bitcoin. So it's like you have those two, then you have Ethereum, which is the first with smart contracts, but it has very, very high gas fees. That's something, gas fee is when you're doing trading within it, in those contracts, it costs a lot to do it. And that's essentially slowed it down. And then you have your second, so Dogecoin, first meme coin, that's why it was the first advantage. Shiba Inu, its first mover advantage, why it stayed, was it's the first meme coin on Ethereum. So you have Doge, the first Bitcoin meme, then you have Shiba Inu, the first Ethereum meme. That's where they're from. That's how they stay valuable. What made and retains Doges is Elon Musk putting like millions or billions into it and retaining that money within it, thus keeping it so valuable. And now why it's set to pump is he's making a meme out of the government getting to be the head of the Department of Doge. And well, what a clown world it will be if Doge, the government starts accepting Dogecoin, right? But right, Doge to the moon. It's still supposed to happen. Elon's supposed to actually send a Doge miner, so a Bitcoin miner, but that is Doge. Oh yes, I do. I hold all sorts of cryptos. I've actually spent the last few weeks that I have been in the hiatus because I've been putting pretty much a month's worth of catching up to crypto, studying crypto, getting all my wallets restored, doing some trades, getting back into it, and learning everything, and then also writing out the beginnings of what will be white papers for, well, PooCoin or PoopCoin, PoO Dollars, the crypto ALchemist coin, which will also be proof of ownership, turning gold, physical gold that you hold, into, well, crypto gold. All right, mining. So mining is you own like a piece of computer processing hardware that then is running the blockchain that is this proof of work and proof of stake that the different technologies are based off of. And to answer that question, there's a lot to it, but all right, back to Hawk Tuah, and that meme coins essentially. Now there's been some really huge gains in the crypto market over this last 6 months, year, with especially it being a bull market, but with certain meme coins again making millionaires out of very small investments. And why is it? It's because they had first mover advantages most of the time on different layer one cryptos. So a layer one is like a completely new type of crypto or a copy of an existing crypto technology, and then built up on its own network of computers and software running it all. And that there's a lot to making legitimate layer ones and then building everything off of it and the infrastructure and all of it. And that this is why, right? I bet you wish you had that staked to this day where you were earning interest off of it, having it locked away and still owning it, right? It's crazy. So I actually know a girl that put $80 into an old school Bitcoin ATM onboard thing and lost her. The key to crypto wallets is you always write down your seed phrase and keep that seed phrase. Because had she kept that seed phrase, she had put $80 cash in to pay for pizza when it was like, or something like that, some sort of food thing. Apparently, goes her story. But now I'm thinking it's a famous story too, so maybe she was just repeating that and it didn't actually happen to. Anyways, point being, bought it at $1 a Bitcoin just to spend it on pizza, but she didn't end up spending it on pizza, and the coin remains in that wallet to this day. But you don't have the keys, you can't restore it. Right? You gotta stay on it. Right, exactly. That's exactly it, right? That's exactly it. So a girl I know claims to have done that. Anywho. So I'm a big fan of Solana. It's another big layer one that it's very cheap gas fees. It cratered at one point because of the scam Bankman fraud FTX found thing, and that FTX was a centralized exchange built on Solana, owned by that scam Bankman fraud. So when he went under, it really hit Solana. But Solana is great technology. It's huge community. It's based out of California. It's a lot of developers. It's an amazing thing. But currently it is plagued by a lot of scams, what used to just be mostly on the Binance chain. And shout out, I have to give props to Binance and CZ. CZ is the owner of Binance, founder, and I guess he's a Canadian dual citizen Chinese, and now he's based out of Hong Kong. So it's a Hong Kong Chinese-based crypto exchange, but simultaneously it's banned in Canada, and he's half Canadian. What the F? That's a whole other story for later on. Point being, CZ called out scam Bankman fraud and took the loss selling all of FTX tokens after calling out scam Bankman fraud, not being a shady guy, not selling them beforehand and just trying to get honesty into it. And that out of all the exchanges, right, like all of the big crypto scams are usually the biggest ones, like FTX, are centralized exchanges where everyone is sending their money to it, and that you don't actually hold your actual crypto in a separate wallet, and that it's centralized and one person, one entity has control over it. But that CZ has survived everything. That's why Binance is so advanced. And what Binance also was, what gave it its original spot, why it's the number 6 coin and number 1 exchange in the world by market cap, is that it had the first mover advantage of taking the smart contracts that was the first mover advantage of Ethereum, but making the gas fee exponentially cheaper on the Binance coin, but that it was, he also took the what is called an ERC20 token or technology, and that is the smart contract of Ethereum, and making your crypto platform or layer 1 be able to work with that smart contract technology. And that thus he made the exchange where you could pretty much do anything, exchange anything off of Ethereum, and then plus all the other ones that he incorporated into it, everything. And then also he has survived all of the crashes. He has always paid out, like except Canada right now, but it's not because of his fault. It's because Canada blocked Binance. That my Binance wallet and account is the one wallet and account I have not been able to recover, despite having my seed key phrase recovered it, because it's blocked by Canada. It's crazy. Anyways, I'm rambling on. Now actually back to explaining Tuah, and that what they did. So the average meme coin is made on Solana these days, and that it is usually launched off of what is called pump.fun, and we will show pump.fun here if it loads. Is it switching? Oh, maybe. My apologies. It's so slow. There we go. There we go. This is pump.fun, and anyone can make a meme coin. And the meme coin trading that people are doing that is legitimate is that it creates 1 billion coins for you. It's on the Solana blockchain and technology, and that you then put it into what is called a liquidity pool. And a liquidity pool is a key part of decentralized finance of crypto, and that it is a decentralized exchange as opposed to centralized exchanges. Like Binance is a centralized exchange by one person, but also in the Binance ecosystem, and that was built, and that was what's so key to decentralized finance, and how, as a Canadian, I myself, through my MetaMask wallet, where I have different what are BSC, Binance Chain 20, so they're Ethereum basically styled, but on Binance, coins that are wrapped or backed by liquidity pools on both the Binance Central Exchange, but then what is also Pancake Swap. And Pancake Swap is the largest decentralized exchange on the Binance chain. And what that is, and why it can't be blocked, is because it is just a decentralized, you can't, there's nobody in control of it. It's just anybody can take Binance coins and pair them with Binance wrapped US dollar stable coins and then create these liquidity pools. And that they've been able to like keep it so that you can exchange BSC. No, I'm kidding. Hawk Tuah didn't take shit from me. That's just a joke, and it really didn't happen. But what I am going to be launching, reminding me of Hawk Tuah, and my second meme coin project, and this is the one that I would want CoffeeZilla to be on the governance board of, and the what is it called, the foundation board. And it's going to be more than a meme coin. All of my projects are. They're all memes with meaning, which that alone is another one. That will be a decentralized exchange for my meme projects and more. But I'm rambling on. What was the point that I was going with all of that? Right. Rug pull. Rug pull will be, well, a meme coin that it's, the tokenomics will be absolutely horrible. And I have to, it's going to be quite complex mathematics, but it's like, there'll be like 1 million coins at first, but within, when like the market cap reaches like 50 million or something, there'll be a 90%, like 1 billion coins from one locked wallet that will come and just dump all at once. And oh, you got rug pulled. But within it, it's like there'll be like some AI thing that then puts back like 90 or like eventually 100% of everything that was rug pulled liquidity will be added back into it, like within a certain amount of set time. So it's like, it's just this massive ridiculousness, but you never actually get your funds stolen. But yeah, anyways, that's a whole other thing. And one of my 10 different crypto projects that will change the world, such as PooP coin, proof of ownership project, and PoO Dollars, proof of ownership or owned, proof of owned dollars that will be issued by it. And the absolute irony is that PoO Dollars will be the only crypto US dollars that are actually physically assured, backed dollar for dollar by a paper dollar. So, you know, this PoO thing, it's going to happen. PoO Dollars, for all you know, within 5 years, like everybody's going to be using PooUSD. But back to enough of this pump.fun thing. Oh, yes, explaining the last part of the difference between a rug pull and, so example, what happened at or with this Hawk Tuah compared to pump.fun. And with pump.fun, the liquidity pool that you make when you take your billion tokens and that you create it with, like, I think 100 Solana or 10 Solana or something, whatever this minimum thing is that are required into doing it, is that you burn all of those liquidity tokens, which means you can't cash them again. So that regardless of, from that point forward, whoever buys into and keeps adding liquidity into it, they're not going to be able to have a whole bunch of original tokens just dumped on them, stealing all of the money that they've invested. And that's what gives legitimacy to the tokenomics of legit meme coins. And that right there is the difference between a legit meme coin and a scam, rug pull, insider trading, and all the straight criminal activity that happened with Miss Hawk Tuah and this right here. So finally, I'm going to shut up because I've been talking for almost a half hour straight, and actually let us go and play the Bash Brothers explaining this. And I will pause to give certain context within this video. Now.
Bash Bros, Bash Bros.
Just to make sure. Really.
What the fuck are you on?
I've been tracing it on chain for a while.
A little, exactly. CJDV, and I will be joining the PMG app here probably later today to actually finally engage now that I've figured out my different plans. All right, so give context of what's going on. This is a Twitter space. Here you have her her actual name is Welch. Like, is that like she's created out of nowhere, got famous for not actually spitting on a dick, just saying she spits on dicks. And for all those guys wishing that she'd spit on their dick, boy, did they get apparently $500 million stolen from them today or yesterday. All right. So point being, that's the Haley, and then there's this Doc Hollywood dude, which I guess is some like F-list celebrity that's using this bitch, and that they created basically just your classic rug pull insider scam shit. And then CoffeeZilla, of those who don't know who he is, he's an investigative journalist, YouTuber, now 4.5 million subs, but does amazing work on confronting all of the different influencers that have done crypto scams, and just calls out all the scams and amazing. Oops, what happened there? Anyways, good thing I'm on this two computers at once, so one can die and the other can continue. All right, so this is CoffeeZilla jumping on the Twitter space where this Doc Hollywood and this Haley Tuah Welch ho are trying to pull the famous scam bankman fraud SBF of, oh, let's do a Twitter space interview and just freaking try to make myself look innocent, but in fact criminally indicting ourselves. And here we go. We'll listen to it. Actually, let's do that in full first. So here's the full CoffeeZilla. The full CoffeeZilla 23 minutes interview or recording he did of all of it so far. Uh-oh. Whoops. Okay. There we are.
Talk to a scam, exactly how it happened. And I'm going to confront the people behind it. Well, I did last night. And let me just say, it didn't go very well.
Be happy to answer any
I have questions. I have questions. I'm raising my hand. Hey, guys.
What CoffeeZilla?
Hey, this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
Profiting from the rug pull, I think it's relevant.
We didn't pull a rug. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's not true. Yeah, that's defamation.
Doc, do the math. Do the math.
Defamation.
Right, so right there, premeditated. Okay, we're gonna let CoffeeZilla in, and then we're gonna accuse him of defamation for legal purposes afterwards. But it never works out in these scammers' favors. It never does. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Michael Stiller, welcome to the channel. You are now a standard moderator, as is everyone. Okay, so CoffeeZilla. We're just gonna play this, and then it'll go more in depth with that other video.
You're saying that we pulled a rug. There was no rug pull.
3%.
You're defaming.
Are you not gonna let me talk? You just talk over me. You talk over me.
I'm hearing bullshit.
Yeah, these people were completely unhinged, unwilling to take any accountability, and we'll talk more to them in a second. But I want to break down the Hawk to a scam. I think people are confused with this kind of stuff. I want to start with the big tweet that kind of set it all off. That would be this by Bubble Maps, which showed 96% of the supply was controlled by the team and was being sent out to a bunch of smaller wallets.
So boom, right there. That is like the biggest thing ever. So I have to, why I pause this? Oh, pump.fun, where you launch your meme coin, legit meme coin, and you burn your liquidity or your liquidity tokens so that the market controls 100% of the coins. All right. So 100% of the coins for the legitimate meme coin launches randomly on pump.fun compared to Tuah, where Tuah and Ho Crew held 95% of the coins. Okay, so that right there, by definition, can be a rug pull, and that's going to be part of my rug pull coin coming up. But anyways, enough of the rug pull that won't be a rug pull and what this actual rug pull is, and the breakdown of what they did with those 95% coins, which they're claiming was, no, it was a fair market value of, no, it was not. Fair market is 100% of the coins are allocated into announcing what's going on, not insider trading like they did, which CoffeeZilla now explains.
The implication being that some of them might be dumping on you. Pretty quickly, the Tuah girl came in to copy and paste what her team told her to say, which said, team hasn't sold one token and not one key opinion leader was given one free token. We tried to stop snipers as best we could through high fees at the start of the launch. And so you see their awful tokenomics here. Along with this response, the team hasn't sold one token. And then they post, obviously, a screenshot of a lot of sells from insiders who did not have to pay. You can see on the bot side, there's nothing. And then on the sold side, they're making a lot of money. So how did you get free tokens? Well,
boom, this right here. So in this shows we are all George, 100%. Cryptos are us. I love George. George is, I like him. Crypto banter, I was subbed. They're big influencers out of South Africa, but I don't know. I'll give them another shot. Anyways, so what CoffeeZilla is showing here is these sales that went on during the launch of the Tuah liquidity pools and the launch of the meme coin, and that instantly, that 2 hours, I guess it's transactions, but so millions going in and being taken out, or tens of thousands here. Almost a million right there. So 1 million off the get-go. Insiders sold a whole bunch of, and okay, cool. So I'll give them another shot. Oh, all the good ones did. Anywho, we'll talk more about that towards the end. So for noobs, explaining crypto, blockchain technology, everything is on the blockchain and recorded. So it's like you can't lie your way out of it, and you will be caught because it's all recorded. That's part of what makes it so secured, and that it's like there's only a few different cryptos out there that are privacy coins that hide all of it, and they're monitored a decent amount. Anyways, like back to this aspect, and that here showing, but all of these coins were essentially sent to or airdropped to private pre-sale investors. So before it went live, they sold a whole bunch of coins privately to people, and these people started dumping them into this liquidity pool. It's stealing, taking out everyone else's money, while it kept pumping and kept flooding the market with more and more, stealing all of the money. So anyone that was a private investor into this ahead of time with the pre-sales was part of this rug pull scam, netting millions. Like each wallet probably did millions, I'm guessing. I don't know, because like there was at its peak $500 million, 500 million into it, and that now it's, I think, at 50 million or 100 million. I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, oh, I know, Superman. I enjoy Supo. I'm subbed to Supo, man. I'm in their Telegram. They're good shit. They actually helped me with originally figure out the scam coin crypt or gala bets that I have, that I'm a billionaire in every second day. But that's a story for another day. Today's is Hawk Tuah.
There's nothing. And then on the sold side, they're making a lot of money. So how did you get free tokens? Well, you were an insider, right? And I just want to show you exactly how the Hawk Tuah team is sort of lying by omission here when they say the team hasn't sold one token. And that's because they
So they didn't sell one token after it went live. But when it went live, by definition, it was a rug pull, because only 5% of the coins were put into the liquidity pool, and 95% of the coins were still controlled by all of the team and the people that they pre-sold large amounts of coins to, that then sold into this liquidity pool. So it's like, so I'm wondering if some of the people that were pre-sold coins had more coins than the actual original, the 5% in the liquidity pool. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, but yeah.
sold the tokens, guys. They sold them to a bunch of investors with a pre-sale, and then those people were unlocked immediately upon launch. So you can see that with her tokenomics here.
All right, so showing tokenomics, locking, and pre-sales. So pre-sale investors buy before there's any liquidity pool established, before there's open market trading, and usually at exponentially cheaper prices than what a coin is launched at. And that legitimate meme coins don't have any of this. But utility coins and actual projects, tokenomics is a huge part of it. Locking up like 25% of the overall coins or 50% of the overall coins that are literally locked, like in white, from the white paper, written into the beginning of it, the structure of it, like 25% to a pool that is used to pay staking for people that like put their crypto into investing it back into the project and then earn a percentage back of more crypto into it. It gets paid out of these original tokenomic allocations, and that part of those original allocations, and in this one, so 17%. So yeah, so here we go. By definition, rug pull, potential and insider trading scam, because 5% of the coins went into this liquidity pool, so what the open market had, and 17%, so 3.5 times more coins that were in the liquidity market that is the open market, 3.5 times more than that were pre-sold to these private investor people that then were able to cash out 3.5 times more money out of this liquidity pool than anybody that had actually put money into the liquidity pool to start with. Just wild. So by definition, they stole two-thirds or three. Oh, it's just not, it's insane how much money they stole by setting it up this way. Like the tokenomics and explaining it all shows. And it's like, so for something that has good liquidity or good tokenomics, it's like a bare minimum 50% of the coin overall allocation needs to be in the original liquidity pool. Like otherwise, at any point, it can be instantly devalued and your money will all be stolen from you. That's the key part of rug pulls and the difference between something that is a scam coin and stealing from you, or something that actually is a DeFi project that might make money, or different crypto projects that the coin will retain value and gain value over time, like original Bitcoin and the original meme coins and stuff like that, and different layer ones and all the rest. All right, back to this.
It says Haley's locked for 12 months, but you can see the strategic allocation is fully unlocked immediately on token generation event. Now, I spoke to some people who bought into this pre-sale. They say they got in at $16.69 million total valuation, which means that if they sold out the whole 17%, you're looking at about $2.8 million raised by pre-selling these tokens. So it is essentially a lie to say her team didn't sell tokens.
So that's another key part. Boom. Her team pre-sold $2.3 million of tokens that were worth, that made up 3.5 times more tokens overall than the 5% that went into the market, and that all money. I'll do a full episode breakdown of explaining tokenomics, the economics of it all and whatnot, to actually demonstrate that this was just straight theft by design from the beginning. It's wild. So it's like, for the average person, YouTuber, to like launch a meme coin to like cash in on celebrity or raise value, like it's like no more or no less than 50% of the overall coin tokenomics should not be within the original liquidity pool, and that you should actually probably have 95 and really 100%, but unless you're actually making real projects out of it and doing stuff with it, and there should be 95, 100% of the coins going into the liquidity pool.
Tokens. Well, they pre-sold them, and then those investors dumped on your fans. That's the problem. Because Bubble Map says we found 285 investors join the Hawk pre-sale. That's about what I saw as well.
So it was a decentralized exchange, and it was the Radium decentralized exchange, the main exchange, and it's the good exchange that I use and that I've made a lot of money on and still use to this day on Solana. And and the difference is that it wasn't launched by Pump.Fund, the meme coin launching thing that 100% of the coins are in the liquidity and then it scales up from there to Radium. It was that they're like, oh, we're big, we're doing this on their own, and they put in a big initial and they onboarded so many people. There's so much complexity to it that it can't be covered all in this episode, so I will be doing another one totally on it. Oh, did they also have it on BitConnect? So there may have been two. Maybe, okay. I'm not sure, but I think it was all Radium liquidity, but I could be wrong. All right. Yeah, because it's on the Solana exchange. Anyways, I'm pretty sure just on Radium.
89 wallets sold 100% on launch. 47 sold over 50%. Anyway, you can see in total, $3.3 million were sold. Again, as you'll see, on mostly Haley Welsh's fans, or Hawk Tuah Girls fans. And I know what you're thinking. Who falls for this? Well, unfortunately, with situations like this, they're not targeting crypto bros. They're mostly targeting like actual fans who've never been involved in the crypto space before, they don't know any better. And you're going to hear the guy behind a lot of this say that explicitly.
These are people that are outside of crypto that we're going to be onboarding, and they don't give a shit. They don't even know what a market cap is. They just go, oh, cool, free coin. Now I get to join a community. Cool, done.
Not only did they say,
this is a key part, and will be a key part of the success of my meme coin projects, but more advanced with it. But it's how they were able to get this so big. The Hawk Tuah scam coin will be a case study for a long time, but yeah, it will be a case study for my rug pull meme coin, and that's going to be the second one I do. The first, I will be launching a meme coin right away. I meme business, all right? I totally meme business, and I meme business is a movement, and it is going to be a meme coin, and it will be launching soon. So wait for that announcement. That will be the first of all of them. All right, back to this mess.
They sold it in a pitch deck. You can see the Hawk deck here. Massive onboarding event. Hawk will onboard normies. So that's why I just don't buy this thought of, oh, well, if you bought this, you deserve to get scammed. Okay, fine. But a lot of the people who bought it had never bought crypto before. They were targeting those people. They said as much in our call. Now, the other part of this scam that I really need to break down because people don't understand it exactly is the fee scam, okay?
Okay, so this is another key part of the scam, right? So the pre-sale scam of selling 3.5 times more coins for $2.5 million to pre-investors, more coins for less money, and then that they created the liquidity pool out of, right? So that's one part. Now this part, another second part of the scam is this is why it's such a complex scam and why they just did it to the ultimate. And yes, this was a highly complex scam to scare people out and whatnot. And that they're challenging all of the legalities to the max. I'm going to do probably a series on this. I'm going to have to. It will also be in my Crypto Geniuses podcast series I'm going to be doing starting now. But yeah, so they built into this what's supposed to be a meme coin. So a meme coin by definition doesn't have utility. So the fact that they were able to build into it this 15% fee for trading it that goes into a foundation, well, that's by definition not a meme coin. That is a project and shouldn't be sold as a meme coin, and is false advertising right there. That's part of what will eventually probably be the lawsuit is yeah. And that 95% of the coins tokenomics, 17% being sold to private investors pre-sale, and then only 5% going open market, and then this huge 15% fees being generated stolen, and that they claimed that, so it's so premeditated. So they premeditated this amount of this aspect of taking money and stealing money out of this fucking rug pull project of as a legality way of trying to claim that they're preventing people from going in and quote unquote sniping, which they also happen, but yeah, it's ridiculous. Here, I'll let Coffee explain.
When this launched, they had 15% fees on trading. They said that this was to stop snipers. But basically what this means, and because the team now blames snipers for a lot of this rug pull, but what it means is they benefited the entire way. You can see in 24 hours, they made almost $2 million from this fee. Meanwhile, on Deck Screener, you can see the sniper, which is the #1 trader on this coin. They made about $1.3 million in their total profits and loss. So they actually made less in total profits, this sniper that ruined the project, than the team made on fees. I, of course, asked who benefited. Did Hawk Tuah Girl make the money? Who made the money in this whole thing? And they essentially dodged the question. Who's making millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's the
Who's making fees?
So we can keep this thing going for years. Okay, that's how do you think? There's so many expenses.
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora pools, and that goes to, yes, the creator, right?
Which is who? Who does that own? Who does that belong to?
That belongs to the project.
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Well, the project is over here, Haley Welch, right? And
how much does Haley Welch own?
This is Haley Welch's project.
So she owns all of it.
CoffeeZilla.
I'm just trying to figure out who owns it.
Do you know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands?
So this is how. So a regular foundation, like this is just it's the foundation that generated their legal lawyer fees. So by design, they designed it to take 15% off the top to go into a actual legal trust foundation in the Cayman Islands to now be able to handle this massive lawsuit that's going to come after them. So he right there is admitting that they did this premeditated thing to generate a whole bunch of money that is a foundation for the coin. So it's like that foundation's money can now be used to handle the legal side of it, and that's where that money will go. Yeah, it's a shell game. This is so premeditated, it's crazy. And it's more than money. There's aspects of money laundering, but it's not really on this. This one is just straight rug pull scams. Like money laundering ones, the only way to get away with it usually is either a million different private freaking wallet thingies or in interactions, which is just so much work, or using a couple of the different privacy coins. But then it's like, then you get flagged right away, and then they're on to you, and they'll catch you through the wallets that you onboard it through. Anyways, it's all on the blockchain. That's why it actually is all scannable. It is all auditable, and why all crimes in blockchain get caught. And that's the fallacy that the narrative is, oh, you can freaking hide stuff. No, you can't, especially when using these main chains that record it all and show it all.
To hire directors, you think this stuff pays for itself? You know, this is how you run a project forever, is you have to fund that. And first of all, over here can speak to the extensive amount of work and time and people that are on this project. Over here has around 18 people working on this right now as we speak. This is not a small time type of nothing. We're really trying to do something here and not just do it for one day and do it for 2 days. Like,
so who made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Haley Welch make of that million, 1.8 million?
It's a found.
So what he's saying there, 18 people hired in the Cayman Islands designed to set this rug pull scam up and operate it and pull it all off. And what makes it, how the tokenomics of the pre-sale of 3.5 times more coins than what went to the open market is right there, the evidence of the documented structure from this outgo of it being a rug pull scam. That's right there, boom. So then another part of whatever this foundation thing is that owns a whole bunch more of these coins, that some of them are locked, they haven't sold any, but no, they didn't had to sell any because they raised their money through the 15% fees that they took throughout all of it. That it's just a giant Ponzi scheme scam. Like, this was the next freaking setup scam of it. Like, whoever was behind Scam Bankman fraud was behind Hawk Tuah. I can promise you that. The fact they're out of the Cayman Islands, like, yeah,
foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns zero of the foundation.
So y'all made the money?
No, I don't own the foundation.
So right here, that's what I think CoffeeZilla is not understanding is no actual person owns the foundation because they designed it that way for legal liabilities. It's just a trust that is a legal trust fund set up in the Cayman Islands. So they had to like buy off some officials, do this and that so that they could create it. And then they have all this money that went into it that they can use. And that's why he's not saying, oh, who's tied to it? Because as soon as he admits that, then they're legally accountable for it. It's probably him, maybe her, but they can use that money and spend it in the meantime, acting on that trust. And then the trust is legally liable sort of thing. This is such a complex scam, and this is why CoffeeZilla is amazing and why these freaking retards again fucked up by letting him on and doing a live stream and answering his questions, even though they were trying so hard to like go around. It's like, no, like your tokenomics showed, your pre-sales showed, like it was designed as a scam from the get-go. It's not a meme coin, and the liquidity offered or created in the pool compared to what you did or is pre-sold is undeniable 3-to-1 robbery plus the fees to this trust. Like, it's so premeditated by design.
Foundation either. A foundation.
Brother, who profited? Over $1 million was just made.
A foundation that pays people out. And by the way, CoffeeZilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills.
You heard him right. Who cares where millions of dollars went? Supposedly, they have 18 people working on the Tuah meme token. So I don't know if that's true, but that's at least what they're claiming. Now, the last thing I need to say before we jump into this content.
So I bet it's not just the coin, it's the trust, and this trust in the Cayman Islands and where all that money went to, and the setting up of this freaking legal shell company for them to then. So, and here's going to be an interesting part of their tokenomics and how advanced and premeditated it is when the rest of the coins that they have all become unlocked, and that like there's still like 80%, if not more, of the overall coins that are out there yet to be used, that they can still do all sorts of different scam, like take the rest of the money, stealing. It's still developing. It's still developing. Oh, and it lost my camera for some reason.
Text that you need is that there are 4 groups to look out for here. 1, you have Tuah Girl, who is promoting this thing. 2, you have this guy, Doc Hollywood, who is like Howie Mandel's like son-in-law or something like that. Like, he's this guy who has some connections in Hollywood, and he seems to be the guy connecting Tuah Girl with crypto, and he said he was teaching her a meme coin class, okay? And he goes unhinged on our call. 3, you have the guys running the crypto token. And 4, you have the insiders who paid money to get early access to this coin and then are rug pulling a lot of Haley Welsh's fans. What you want to make of that, who you exactly want to assign blame to, is up to you. A lot of people are saying, oh, she didn't know any better. She's getting taken advantage of. Maybe, or maybe she's making a ton of money, talking about Tuah Girl. So with that said, I just want to show you the call last night. That is what I knew going into this call. And you'll see my questions target some of these different aspects of what I believe to be a scam in this call. And the last.
Yes, this is also why I sold most of my XRP. I still own a couple hundred XRP. And to be honest, I might be buying more, but to ape into it, and always the tokenomics are bad. So I will always buy. I'll always own a bit of XRP, and I will buy and sell back in and out of it. But overall, the tokenomics are bad, and if you just hold it long time, yeah. Anyways, but back to this.
Last thing I have to say is that when they did do this call, they monologued for like 12 to 15 minutes before they let anyone up. So I was extremely frustrated by the time I got up. I think you'll hear a little bit of that in my voice. Not only that, this Doc Hollywood guy called people mentally ill. He said that people should be thanking him or kissing his butt, basically, for doing this for them, as if he's doing them a favor, basically generally berating the people who had maybe lost money in this. And so quite frustrating to go into. And well, anyway, enjoy.
Everyone thinks that, oh, everything's a rug. Everything's a rug. Everyone's here to you. Nah, we're here to onboard real people outside of this spaces, right? The people here, you guys are already y'all are ahead every day thinking everything's a scam. And you know what? You guys are right. Everything is a scam, but not this. Not this. We did not spend 6-7 months of our lives dedicated to trying to do something cool, right? To do something different, not dumping on you, not bundle snipes, not 100% of the liquidity or whatever was bundle sniped by the team and propped up charts. You guys are not the target audience. Sorry to say, right? This is not the target audience.
Who's he talking to?
The target audience, which is why I'm even doing this, which is what's cool about it, is it's not in this spaces. And listen, most of you, we don't want you in the community. Let's be real, right? You're not great people. I don't know y'all, right? I see some friendly faces in this audience.
He's having a meltdown.
You know, I'm gonna say y'all, you guys, right? There's a lot of negativity in the space. I think crypto brings the mentally ill into this thing, right? If you guys are in crypto, you're most likely mentally ill. And I'm gonna count myself as mentally ill for even being here right now. We're trying to actually have fun. We're trying to do something cool. We're trying to give meme tokens away for free to people who have never had any crypto before, any meme token. And you guys should be kissing my ass because I'm trying to do something dope.
Yeah, so that's how all of this started. I had watched as people got wrecked on chain, and then I go here in the actual space that's supposed to address everything, a guy berating everyone, calling them mentally ill and telling them they should be thanking him. And that's what led to sort of my attitude when I went up on stage. Also, Twitter Spaces is horrible for doing this kind of work. I normally wouldn't choose it, but all these guys seem to love Twitter Spaces. I don't know why. The problem is people filibuster. So I know I interrupted a lot. That's because you can't let these people go run off on like 10-hour explanations, which they will do if you let them. So, yeah, anyway, here's when I got up on the space.
Christmas plus Printify equals stocking stuffed with serious cash. 'Tis the season for ugly sweaters, cozy cups of cocoa, and delightfully one-of-a-kind gifts. Jingle all the way to Printify.com and start creating your holiday bestseller.
I'm happy to answer any
I have
questions.
questions. I have questions.
All right. So big part of that. So this guy, and I caught it, was, oh, I'm mentally ill. So everything they did in this Twitter space, they had like their legal lawyer with them or on the phone sort of thing that they could be able to put this essentially a legal statement out that will be used in court later to try to defend themselves. And that one of the things he's trying to say here is that, oh, he's mentally ill in this state right now in his head. So, you know, in the future, anything that he did over the last like 24, 48 hours, well, it's questionable his mental state. So he can't be, legally accountable. Bullshit, probably.
I'm raising my hand. Hey, guys.
What? Coffeezilla.
Hey,
man.
this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
I've been tracing it on chain for a while. You guys generated over $1 million in fees while y'all's fans got rug pulled. There was snipers, but there was also insider trading directly linked to y'all's creator account. What are you guys doing?
No. That's not true.
That is true. That's a fact.
No, it's not.
Well, it's a fact, and you can see it on chain. So
Yeah, we know. We trust me. We were there. We could answer that.
you
no
know about the insider trade.
So right there, boom, legally admitting but trying to publicly deny that, yes, we know that there was insider trading because they sold the freaking coins 3.5 times as much as they freaking did as the initial offering. So it's the initial offering liquidity pool compared to the overall tokens plus the pre-sale token allocations and all these different allocations, and how by design legally showing that this is a fucking scam and that they premeditated every aspect of it.
Trading?
No, there's no insider trading. That's why we can answer it.
Okay, so there's tokens
Coffeezilla,
going directly from the main account.
Coffeezilla, just chill for a second.
And then it's getting sold for 50K. Who is that?
And I also wanted to point out the aspect that Hawk Tuah instantly, Coffeezilla, why the fuck are you here? Even though they legally, they knew who he was. They let him up specifically for this legal reason, and that she instantly is freaking evil to him because she knows that he is there to expose all of the crimes that she has just committed.
Definitely not us. You think we're doing this for 50K? Yeah, fucking right. Talking to the wrong guy. You're used to these bullshit scammers out here. Not us. Now, we had...
That's what everyone says, by the way.
Listen, doesn't matter. No, I'm not everyone. There was a strategic allocation, right, through a foundation. Every single one of those was signed through a SAF.
So a known scammer, you're saying, in the NFTs, see, right? So this guy's, it's all premeditated. This is such a huge scam. There's others, but I guarantee whoever was behind SBF was most likely also like behind this, like the hidden hands.
The deployer wallet. You've heard of a strategic allocation or a private
How much
sale?
did y'all get doing a pre-sale? How much did y'all make?
It's not that
Selling
we
out
made.
your fans. So
over here, can you give exact? Hold on, Coffeezilla, take a chill pill, brother.
So
y'all
just rug pulled a bunch of people.
No, there's no rug. We're here every single day. There's no rug pulled. It's not done by us. Yes.
There's no rug pull, but it's not done by us. But no, it's that by design. You made it so it looks like it wasn't you, but by design, we can see that it was you, and that you're trying to shift blame to your insiders that sold all of it but got 3 times as much, and your freaking scam fees and your freaking scam foundation and trust and all of it. And then he goes, "Oh, it wasn't, but it was. It just wasn't us." No, like. You know everything. You know you're guilty. You know that we all know. And shut the fuck up, Doc Hollywood, you scammer, washed up scam motherfucker that apparently was also scamming on NFTs. So we're going to have to look into his NFT scams too.
Sniper sniped it up to an insane market.
No, it's not just snipers.
That was not us. That was
listen. You know that.
Listen, no. I'm telling you the truth.
And y'all made millions on fees from this little scheme.
There's not a.
I'm sure that's not you getting those fees, right? Who's making the money on the fees? Who's making millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's the project. So we can keep this thing going for years. Okay. That's how do you think? There's so many expenses.
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora pools, and that goes to the creator, right? Who does that belong to? That belongs to the project, right?
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Well, the project is over here, Haley Welch, right? And
how much does Haley Welch own?
This is Haley Welch's project.
So she owns all of it.
Coffeezilla.
Did she just make $1 million on fees on a rug pull?
Do you know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands, to hire directors? You think this stuff pays for itself? Right? So
y'all wanted to make the money on day one? I don't understand. I'm just asking.
We're here every single day.
Millions of dollars in fees from the rug.
day 3, you know, this is how you run a project forever, is you have to fund that. And first of all, over here can speak to the extensive amount of work and time and people that are on this project. Over here has around 18 people working on this right now as we speak. This is not a small time type of nothing. We're really trying to do something here, and not just do it for one day and do it for 2 days like you're used to.
So who made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Haley Welsh make of that million, 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns 0 of the foundation.
So y'all made the money?
No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation in the Cayman Islands.
Who profited? Over $1 million was just made.
Just reiterating, foundation in the Cayman Islands. So no one owns it. It's it's like a corporate private entity of this crypto project that they can shift the legal blame and accountability and also financing, because it generated all of those fees and money that will now pay for their legal liabilities from this scam, and all of the people that sold that were part of the pre-sale. Everyone in the pre-sale, all of those wallets, anything within it, those need to be investigated, as well as the quote-unquote sniper, but that sniper wallet, which will be showed more in the second half of this expose here with the Bash Brother video.
Telling you, a foundation that pays people out. And by the way, CoffeeZilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills.
Well, when you're charging 15%,
it goes to accounts. It goes to directors.
You're charging 15%
staff,
of the rug pool, and you're profiting from the rug pool.
There's no rug pool because we didn't pull a rug. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's not.
He's trying to claim that there was no rug pull because the foundation and the founder wallets and everyone involved working in it didn't sell their coins, flooding the market, doing the rug pull. But he's trying to obfuscate the reality that yes, 100% you rug pulled with a premeditated, overexposed, allocated private sale. And that was exactly where and how this giant fraud action happened.
Not true. Yeah, that's defamation.
Doc,
do
the math. Do the math.
Defamation. You're saying that we pulled the rug. There was no rug pull.
3%.
You're defaming our character.
Are you not going to bullshit? You just talk over me. You talk over me.
I'm hearing bullshit.
No, you're not. You're talking over me. Let me just lay out your tokenomics. You guys released 3% to the Meteora pool, while you have 17% of the token allocation unlocked day 1 from your strategic.
So 3%, not 5%. So just 3% of the coins, when they even said it was 5. So that's even huger margins and exponential to the pre-sale, because then that's 7.5 times more coins to the pre-sale people that they unlocked and gave exposure to this pool that they all then robbed from. Just crazy.
Strategic allocation? Are you guys insane? What do you guys think exactly is going to happen when your insiders get sent their tokens? And by the way, who made the money from your 17% pre-sale while you're giving a tiny piece of the pie to the public? Like, what the hell? This is the worst tokenomics I've ever seen, and it is a scam.
It's not a scam.
The tokenomics are a scam. That's my opinion. You can say whatever you want about it. You can cry defamation. That's my opinion. It's a scam. And I only do this for a living. I've only seen 1 million of these projects.
So who pays you, CoffeeZilla? Let's.
Ooh, turn it around. Turn it around. Turn it around. Nobody's here for me. Everyone's here for you. Where did the fees go? Where did the money for the pre-sale tokens go? Why did y'all unlock day 1 so people could dump on Haley Welsh's fans? And how involved was she really? And how much money is she making from all this? What's her cut? I just got muted. So yeah, that was the conversation. Obviously, I got a little heated there towards the end because I don't know, there was something about this guy berating people who had lost money and insisting that
no, that I didn't invest a cent. That was just a joke of a freaking, what do you call it? Stupid clickbait title. But so where is FTX exactly? But here's a better question, and this is another project. This is right in the middle, from my meme coin project all the way up to PooP, proof of ownership project, PoO Dollars, proof of owned USD, and the crypto alchemist, proof of ownership of gold, transmuting gold into crypto. Those are the most advanced projects. But right in the middle of everything is the decentralized exchange on Solana FTX2 project, because why hasn't FTX itself been forked on chain and then reopened as a decentralized exchange? Thus, scam, bankman, fraud can never happen to it. But then you have a better or just as good of exchange, essentially, or better than Coinbase, almost as good as Binance, centralized exchange, but that is decentralized on the Solana ecosystem. That's what needs to happen. That's my number 5 coin that's going to change the crypto world. It's the first mover advantage back onto Solana. That's what FTX gave it. So its first mover advantage being the first centralized exchange on Solana, but that it can be rebooted as a decentralized exchange. And someone needs to just fork it that was in the developer team. But I'm not sure how that works. I'm going to have to look more into it, because maybe it's all open sourced and even easier to do. I'm not sure. But yeah, I did not get scammed by that dumb biatch. But it's I'm more intelligent than that, and the projects that I'm gonna be launching and working on, the rug pull will be amazing. The rug pull meme coin and tokenomics, that it's just gonna be hilarious. But anyways, back to finishing off CoffeeZillas.
What was so transparently true about the fees being made, about who's benefiting from the pre-sale, just dodging all of that. It gets me so bothered. I guess it shouldn't at this point, but what can I say? I'm only human. I will go ahead and highlight, there were 2 other moments. FaZe Banks got up and called these guys out, which is funny.
This 100% was a mismanaged, mislaunched. Like this is took what CoffeeZilla said. I would label this a scam as well. It's pretty.
So good to see you, Jeremy, and I'm glad you bring that up. And you don't have to scam it. And you're part of my plan of my different cryptos, and that I'm gonna be trying to develop something like helping different creators launch their own meme coin, but not meme coin, but actual like project support coin that is more than a meme and not a rug pull. Where you do create a trust thing, but you don't create it in the freaking Cayman Islands. It's just something that takes the fees, the crypto off of it, and then puts it into a fund that pays for science, sort of thing. But that's a conversation for another day. And we're gonna got to come up with something like that for the APEC community, and incorporate also and look into what Bob Greenyer's done with the Martin Fleischmann Memorial Project and the EVO DAO, I believe. EVO DAO, not evil, EVO, a lot of exotic vacuum object, EVO, DAO type of operating system in crypto, but that apparently He said that it also takes all the science papers and stuff work they're doing and incorporates it or writes it in and stores it on the blockchain, which is awesome if true, and quite probably is, because all of that technology is out there. And yeah. All right, so back to CoffeeZilla, Tuah, and Doc Hollywood.
Pretty obvious. Like CoffeeZilla brought up, 97% of the token was bundled into the same cluster. And in layman's terms, that just basically means 90%. 97% of all the tokens owned were by related wallets, friends of friends of friends of friends. They were
No, that's not true. It's not true.
Yes, it is true. Yes, no, it's 100% true.
And then also Nick O'Neill, who is another crypto Twitter guy, he got up there and he asked them basically what I did, because they wouldn't let me back up on the space. And he said, where's the money going to? And then Tuah girl, decided it was time for bed. And that was the end of the space.
So I'm sort of curious, like, not for the token price itself, but just in terms of the fact that there's fees that are being generated. There's an actual
Hey
source
guys,
of income.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
There's a meme going around with that little clip of her saying, hey guys, I go to bed, blah, blah. And it's like, this right here proves that she's innocent. But like the meme is that it actually proves she's guilty, because as soon as trying to explain the stuff and incriminating, I'm going to bed, I'm out. No, she knows exactly what she's doing and being advised. And yeah.
I guess we're talking over here.
Can you imagine being asked questions about a scam, and in the middle of the questioning you go, yeah, I think I'm gonna hit the bed, gotta wake up bright and early for tomorrow. That is just wild. These people are
No. This right here is that she definitely knows what she was doing. Like, she went in so hardcore. Like, it's like this chick has to be an agent. Like, she got so famous, number 3 podcast on Spotify in the world. And from what? Not spitting on a dick, just saying she does it. Like, it's so ridiculous. All right, but not to get grotesque. She's the Tuah hoe as far as I'm concerned, and shout out CoffeeZilla for like asking the questions, getting it on legal record on the Twitter space.
Are not serious, or at least it doesn't appear that they're taking it very seriously. I think it's concerning when you have a project which, they can say whatever they want about their 18 employees and all the, hundreds of thousands they supposedly paid to set up these like Cayman Island corps to do it the right way. But at the end of the day, when you make millions of dollars on launch, where does that come from? When your insiders sell $3 million, where does that come from? Maybe the normies that you were targeting to get in? That is my problem. That is my issue. And that's why I came at them so hard. And that's basically it. I think Haley Welsh or Tuah girl, to whatever extent she was involved, is still unclear, or was unclear until her transactional entertainment lawyer contacted me. I'm just editing this live, guys. He contacted me and said he wants to have a offline convo. I said, I can't do that. This is a live story. If she wants to comment on the story or shed light on how much she's been paid, kindly respond. I'll put up all these screenshots. They say she was paid an advance from a company to handle the token marketing dev launch of $125,000. That's the only money she's seen to date. If you have any specific questions, happy to answer. I said, what company was she paid by? What's the agreement? Did she see a cut of the pre-sale or fees from the liquidity pool? The best thing for my story is to get a copy of the agreement, of course. Christian replies, she was supposed to get 50% of net proceeds after payments of costs to third parties. Is that the 18 employees?
Right there. So she knows from the beginning that if she survives this scam that is so advanced that they sold for months or maybe years, that they set up through the Cayman Islands, that they have the whole legal team, they have all the deniability, and that out of this trust, after everything, she'll get paid out. But another thing is that why they're claiming they weren't part of the rug pull is they have a whole shit ton of these tokens that were allocated to them. They still have 80% of the overall tokens. some probably half or majority locked up in this trust as legal trust as well, that they can sell off and take the remaining 100 million that's still in the market or whatever at any point if they wish to, and they probably will at some point, because it's probably dumbasses are going to buy back in because there's still 10% or whatever, and they're going to say, oh, it's all over. It just, this story's still developing, let me tell you. It's still playing out for a while, and more things are going to happen. And I'm predicting that this legal trust that probably has a whole bunch of coins, that at some point when they're actually time to bail, they're going to just freaking flood all of them because the gig's up, and steal the remaining but huge amount of whatever. I think it's still 100 million or 50, at least 50 million that's still in this liquidity pool to this day, and it's probably going to grow over time because people are going to see that it's at a base, and then it's going to keep trending, and idiots are just going to do it, and they're going to fucking ape back into it, probably thinking that, oh, all the tokens have been flooded, and no, it's going to freaking happen again and again. And another one is that Haley herself is allocated a bunch of unlocks of these tokens throughout time, and so they're like, oh, we didn't rug pull now, but they can rug pull later. It's all designed into the system of it, and these token allocations, and it's such a giant scam, and like, it's only going to get bigger. It has not played the only, I'm going to call it, the only rug pull has not happened. There's going to be at least another one in this. Right, exactly. There's still 2 million trading volume in the last day, so there's still $2 million going through at least, and like probably more. Like, it's like, that's locked out. Yeah, it's gonna continue.
Or whatever they have. I don't know. I don't know what costs they have, but 50% is a lot. They were supposed to be mutually approved between her and the company. All decisions regarding to allocation were supposed to be mutually approved. Those decisions haven't been made at this point. The goal would be to salvage the token for the holders and her true fans and do right by the community. That's not going to happen. I can't provide the actual contract, as you can imagine, but I'm happy to continue to be responsive. Your spaces and comments have been helpful, blah, blah, blah. I appreciate what you, okay. We all know. They always say that, by the way. This guy does not appreciate what I do, I don't think. You know, an entertainment lawyer appreciating somebody talking about somebody, I don't think that's true. Look, the big deal, what he said, is 50% net proceeds. That's a lot, actually. Now, again, 18 employees working on the Hawk Tuah coin. I don't know how much they're going to end up seeing at the end of the day, but it's going to be real money. The question about, like, oh, salvage the coin, want to salvage the coin. Guys, the problem is you've sold.
Salvage the coin, aka they've set it up, created this story, this appearance of, oh no, it's ongoing scam. They're rebuilding the scam. They're salvaging the pool just to do it all over again, because still 80% of the coin allocation has yet to hit the market. Like, it's freaking hilarious. All right, continue on.
Millions of dollars of pre-sale tokens, and they're still out there. There's still people with these coins who are waiting to sell. So the second you go and salvage it for the fans, you're kind of dooming them again. So the best situation is just people, well, I don't really know. I don't like to give advice in situations like this. You know, it's like asking someone how to clean up a car crash. It's like, well, ideally, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. So can't give too much advice there. The situation's horrible as it is. I appreciate them actually responding, though, but she is actually making a lot of money off of this, and I do actually think that's a problem. So I don't know. I think this whole situation is terrible, and she should feel bad. I hope she does, really, because she got in bed with these people who clearly saw dollar signs. She saw dollar signs, and they did this, and people have been hurt. So, yeah, that's basically it. Oh, one more message from Hawk's lawyer. This guy keeps messaging me. He says, this was not a speculative opportunity for her. She truly didn't intend to fleece fans. She genuinely wanted to make this a community token of fans and onboard Web 2 to Web 3 and be a long-term face.
Oopsie doodles. Sorry, there we go. My glasses. Yeah. So, what was that legal advice at the end? That was them being, oh, we're gonna keep selling this scam and try and raise more money by all our fans that want to support us because she's got the number 3 most popular podcast. All of these fucking retards, and she's gonna play the victim. And they're going to continue to flood and steal money while this foundation covers their legal liabilities. Their coins are going to get unlocked at a certain point, and if they can continue to keep the hype up, play the sob story, then, and regardless, people are dumbasses, and just as long as it's the whole, she is the definition of all attention is good attention, bad or negative. She's famous for claiming Huck Tuah on a fucking dick, all right? She's the Huck Tuah hoe, and that she's teamed up with a known fraudster in the NFT launch market, this Doc Hollywood. Apparently, I don't actually know, but apparently that's the rumor going around. But it's by design. It is a scam. And yeah, so here, let's take it to the next level and finally play the Bash Brothers. Excellent analysis that they have done on this.
Today's launch day. Woot woot. My Hawk meme coin is live.
10 seconds later.
It's just too good. I gotta replay that again. 10 seconds later. Beep, beep. And yeah, this is the breakdown of the actual scam, how it happened.
Today's launch day. Woot woot. My Hawk meme coin is live.
10 seconds later.
She knew exactly what she was doing. Oh, everyone's putting the money in. And oh, this big pump is from the original Snipe investor, aka the other wallet and person and entity that was in on this scam. What brought made the charts look good. Then these were all of the regular retail investors. And then this right here is when the all the wallets that were pre-sold 7.5 times as many tokens started dumping and taking and stealing the money.
Bash Bros, Bash Bros, Bash Bros.
This is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
I've been tracing it on.
Right there, instantly. Why are you on, CoffeeZilla? Like, you know why he's on, because he just called you out for being a freaking scammer thief, and that's what he does. And you let him on because your lawyer advised it, and that you should silence him up as soon as his questions start legally in what's the right words? Entrapping yourself? Yeah, I don't know. Something like that.
Chain for a while. You guys generated over $1 million in fees while y'all's fans got rug pulled. There was snipers, but there was also insider trading directly linked to y'all's creator account. What are you guys doing?
Man, listen to Coffee just tear these people up. This Doc Hollywood and this over here and Haley Clown, all of these guys, man.
So this is a key part that you've brought up, and it's on Radium, which is decentralized liquidity pool sort of thing, and then so Binance 3 years ago, 2 years, they had a lot of scam coins that they didn't have control over, and like they were just scam project startups and stuff, and it made them look bad. But that CZ tried to crack down on it, and that like another thing like that they don't have like a pump fund on Binance for this reason, that he doesn't want a whole bunch of scam meme coins, and that The difference, though, is Pump.fun and their protocol of the billion coins, and that you sacrifice 100% of the allocation goes into the liquidity pool. That's kind of why Solana allows this, and that the scam that these people pulled was something more and different and more advanced, and that they went through like a DeFi company to help them build it and all this different stuff, because it was a super advanced scam and not a legitimate meme coin launch. And that the tokenomics and the process that they used proved that, and that to avoid any such pre-scam and identify a real meme coin and the tokenomics, that's why you scan the network before buying always.
Sniped it up to an insane market.
No, it's not just snipers.
That was not us. That was listen.
You know that.
Listen, no. I'm telling you the truth.
And y'all made millions on fees from this little.
There's not a.
I'm sure that's not.
So first he addressed the actual rug, and this guy's dodging.
Oh, she's not just making a
comeback.
comeback. She's gonna continue to milk it over and over. She's gonna keep milking them because she got the Cayman Island Trust set up to keep milking it as her hawk to coins get unlocked, and now she's legally able to sell them into the market as they get unlocked, because it's known that they're going to get unlocked at these times, and that they're not part of the original insider trading rug pull scam, right? So it's just set up scam by scam, and she's going to keep milking it with her comeback. I agree, absolutely.
No, it wasn't us. And then he's turning his attention to the fees, which is the fees that were pulled out from being
they were takeonomics, not tokenomics.
Right here.
The tokenomics were
That's
takeonomics.
1.9. And listen to what he does here.
You getting those fees, right? Who's making the money on the fees? Who's making millions of dollars on fees from this rug pool?
That's not a scheme. That's the project. So we can keep this thing going for years. Okay,
so we can keep milking it for years, man.
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora pools, and that goes to the creator, right?
Which is who? Who does that who does that belong to?
That belongs to the project. Right?
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Well, the project is over here, Haley Welch, right?
She literally is famous for Hawk Tuah. She ain't going nowhere. She a comeback queen. Or she gonna keep milking. Like, yeah, don't you worry. It's by design. Like, where did she come from? How did she get all these guests? How is she going to continue to get all of these guests? How is she going to stay out of jail? It's because it's by design. Just watch.
Oh, bro. Who's got the money, bro?
And
how much does Haley Welch own?
Yes.
This is Haley Welch's project.
So she owns all of it.
CoffeeZilla.
But you can tell. So he's been put on the spot, and he's trying to make the story up as he goes. He doesn't even know. He's like, "Frick! How can I climb out of this hole? I have no idea." And because all these people are here, he's got to try and dig himself out live on the spot, and he's struggling.
He just make $1 million on fees on a rug.
Do you know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands, to hire directors? You think this stuff pays for itself? Right,
so now he's justifying.
What?
He's justifying. Bro, it's just like saying, we take the fee.
Yeah, by design, we premeditated it with this legal trust in the Cayman Islands to block ourselves, to pay for the lawyers, to keep us out of jail as we continue milking it, because people are going to keep going and trading it, and then they're going to get more coins dumped and flooded and stolen and rug pulled, because there's still 80% of these coins in the different trusts and the private wallets and the payments and her wallets themselves and the developers' wallets. Like, it's gonna keep going. It's gonna be milked for a while, spat out, and Hawk Tuah away.
Because it helps support the project, so over the long term, yada yada. Instead, do you know how much it got? Shut up, bro.
So y'all wanted to make the money on day one? I don't understand. I'm just asking.
We're here every.
And here's the thing is that legally they keep milking it as everyone freaking keeps trading this coin. Like even between the rug pulls of when the future unlocks and sales happen of the 80% that's still out there yet to reach the market, you still have this 15% constant milking, this constant Hawk 2 milk of going into the trust fund in the Cayman Islands to keep them out of jail and keep that. They set this up something else. That's why they admitted this. That's why they're saying what it is, so they can. This is something. We will be doing more episodes, diving deeper in, tracking the wallets and how it developed.
Single day,
millions of
day
dollars
one,
fees from the
day
rug.
2, day 3. This is how you run a project forever. Is you have to fund that. First of all, over here can speak to the extensive amount of work and time.
Shut up, bro.
Yes, people are still trading it 100%. They're only going to keep trading it. That's the whole point. And as people keep trading it, there's that 15% milking going to that Cayman Island trust that it's going to just keep on happening. Yeah, she's going to have to run the road. She's going to have to flee to the Cayman Islands at some point. But hey, she's known for sucking dick, and that doesn't. It's a radio show, podcast. So what's the difference from Cayman Islands? She's down. She's probably already there.
That right down. We got paid. That's our payday, so that we can stick around in this project until we lose interest. That's really what he's saying.
And people that are on this project over here has around 18 people working on this right now as we speak. This is not a small time type of nothing. We're really trying to do something here and not just do it for one day and do it for 2 days like you're used to.
So who made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Haley Welsh make of that 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns 0 of the foundation.
Nobody can own the foundation. That's a key part. It's this legal freaking entity they created and spent so much money setting up, probably millions to get it set up. But that legal foundation nobody owns, but legally blocks them from accountability and pays for anything that comes towards them. That keeps milking that 15% of anybody that trades this freaking coin. It's ridiculous. It's gonna keep going on. Let me tell you, like this story is only beginning.
So y'all made the money?
No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation in the Cayman Islands.
Who profited? Over $1 million was just
I'm
made.
telling you, a foundation that pays people out. And by the way, CoffeeZilla, I'm not asking you.
The foundation pays people out. He had to legally say that. So at the end, after all legal troubles are legal bills are paid and everything, then she's going to get the 50% final payout. So for anyone that says that she doesn't know what she is doing or legally accountable, she was innocent in it. No, she knows exactly what, and this legally paying out 50% at the end because the foundation, it's based off of her, so she gets 50% at the very end. Yeah, so she definitely from the beginning.
Questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills.
When you're charging 15%,
it goes to accounts. It goes to directors.
If you're charging 15% on the rug pool and you're profiting from the rug pool,
there's no rug pool because we didn't.
Yeah, see, bro, this whole thing's a schmozzle, man. Like, let's take a dive into this coin.
Okay, little context. So it's illegal, and it's illegal because of the insider trading that happened, the lies on the allocations of coins and all sorts of things. There's many crimes that they actually did commit in this premeditated scam, 100%. And that, yeah, it's going to keep on going. But yes, there are lots of different ones out there. but it's how they sold it and how they wrote it and how they built it that it's a very documented on chain now crimes that were premeditatedly committed and designed as such and marketed, falsely marketed, thus defrauding investors, right? So that's going to be the legal aspect or whatnot, that bias or basis, legal basis, that it will be defrauding investors by false marketing and advertising and like the claims and the tokenomics, the pre-sales and all of that. That's where it's an actual crime. And the fact that there was pre-sales, that then will make it classify it as such a case that different from a general meme coin or general rug pull sort of thing. And yeah, so anywho, what this guy's showing here, and what as he opens up the different candles and showing the dumpings, I'll pause it a couple times, but this is showing how these original investors with the 7.5 times more coins than the liquidity pool start dumping and stealing everybody's money. And why would people continue to buy it? There's still 80% of coins to be dumped on the market.
Right. So it's obvious that this thing was a piece of crap right from the get-go. This guy here drops in 900, like, look at this, right? $965,000, right? Right as this goes live. Okay.
What they're showing, what this guy's showing right here is what they're calling the quote unquote snipers, but no, there was just one sniper, and it was definitely part of this premeditated structure and attack. And it's the one that bought instantly as soon as it went live, bought 4,000 plus. So like, I think he's gonna say, but like $1 million or something worth of the coins. And yeah, and then it's crazy.
So we can go and check out the transaction. Look at the time, right? 22nd, 10:08:13. This is the block, right? 169. Now we check out the liquidity event, and we see how fast this sniper, this dude, dropped all this money onto this project, right? Where is it? Okay, yeah, transfers. Yeah, so check this out. Open up that transaction. This is the liquidity event right here, where they created the liquidity pool. Okay, so threw in 300 million into the liquidity pool with 2,598 Solana. Okay, so that was the liquidity pool that was created, and it was created at 22.
Oh, what he is doing here and showing and going through are the block scans, and that's why all crimes that are committed on these blockchains are forever documented and able to be in real time broken down, exposed, and called out, and then actual court cases of the crimes committed, because you see it. It's recorded.
So 10:08:13. Okay.
Forever.
10:08:13. Now just look real careful, because you've got to even.
Okay, so that's another key part on chain, and that it's forever on chain, and how everyone needs to avoid being caught in a scam like this is that before you ever buy any coin, you scan that on chain coin and see where all and how many coins there are. You're able to scan the tokenomics and see if it's a scam ahead of time, and not just putting your money blindly into a liquidity pool. And that is the key to being successful or getting robbed in cryptocurrency. Rule number 1.
Even though it's on the same second, it's not the same block. So this is here. It was 168. And then these guys came in heavy, 169. Now these guys are like, no, it wasn't us. This sniper came up and, you know, it's just like, bro, some dude dropped 4,000 Solana into this, right? And you guys are throwing around a lot of Solana, and you know exactly how this game works, and you're saying it's some random that did it when you guys could have easily done it yourselves. Shut up, bro. It was you guys, right? Stuff you guys. And so, like, the reality is, like, if you guys are like, oh man, look at all these gains, it went up to 500 mil. I wish I could have got into that. No, the reality is this. This is the reality. You could have, at best, right? At best, got in at around about $200 million market cap, right? And it just done, so you just would have doubled your money maximum, right? At a max. So even though you see a token that's just gone straight up to like $500 million market cap, and you see all these massive gains, the reality is, actually, it would be. Let me scroll back to the 1 second. Yeah, okay. So here we are on this 1 second chart. Look how ugly this thing looks, man. Oh my gosh. Right. So yeah, 144 mil. Okay. So max, just over 2x, guys, that you could have got on this. And it is that way because this dude here came in heavy, super, super, super heavy with the 3%. Because remember, these guys in the, what's the name? This is 3% of the token supply that these guys put into the liquidity pool. And we've got a picture of it. Where is it? Let's open this up. Here we go. See, it says 2%, but really it was 3% that they allowed to be free for public allocation, right on launch. And then they gave 17% to all of their homies, all of their boys, right? And then what do? They dumped on everyone. And it's like what Coffee's gone on about is it's like, why the hell did you let these guys have it be unlocked right at launch? Because it's clear what's going to happen. Everyone's going to get in on the hype, and then these guys who hold 17% just dump straight on the 2%, and you can see it on chain. It's all on chain.
See, but there's more to that. It's just the economics of 7.5 times, because there was 3 million coins in the initial offering and the liquidity pool that all the money came to, and that there was 7.5 times more coins in the wallets that were pre-sold. So it's like, that's just straight setup of robbery from the get-go, and that there's nothing that can legally get you out of those mathematics, that was designed from the go as a robbery scheme. Like, that it's not a meme coin, that the design and structure of the token was to rob and rug pull.
Right.
And continue to do so.
So this is why, man, this is why I say stay away from all these celebrity laws.
Trying to pause it right on this. So each one of these massive candles, right? So what's so crazy is that they kept onboarding all of her fans, all these people that just kept, all of her fans just kept dumping money in, not knowing what's going on, not understanding these candles of all these people selling huge dumps. So each one of those red candles down and green candles next to them up represent her fans continuing buy, not knowing what the hell's going on, and that the pre-saled wallets of the setup scammers, rug pullers, just dumping their 7.5 times as many tokens into this liquidity pool, stealing all of her fans' money and anybody else's money. But it's like any actual crypto meme coin trader, like that knows what's going on sees this instantly, and they would not be buying in because they're like, holy fuck, look at all these dumps of all of this coin stealing liquidity. And that they would instantly be like, this is a setup, this is a rug pull, this is not a fucking meme coin project. And that's why it probably got called out so quick, is because of this, and that there's actual real memeonomics, and meme business is going to be a huge thing of the memeonomics, and just the meme sanity, the meme markets, and the meme business. So you got to get on the meme bus, and that is going to be my very first crypto meme coin meme business. Get on the meme bus. But yeah, there's that. There's going to be PooP coin, all right, and PooP coin and PooUSD will take over the market. They are revolutionary, and that's what Crypto Alchemist has always been about. It's RWA. That is a huge catchphrase of just economic segment and portion of crypto economics now, real world assets, RWA. So how to tokenize, how to bring onto chain real world assets. So there's all these RWA tokens, and PooP coin and PoO Dollars are as real RWA as you can get. RWA, all right? Real world assets with PooP coin. What is PooP coin? Proof of ownership project. So it's going to on any individual. It's the most decentralized real world asset coin project that could ever be, and it will completely change the world. And it is that you will be able to take your physical dollars or whatever your physical currency is, and you'll be able to scan it, and it scans into chain, proving of ownership of these assets, of these dollars. So it will issue you a PoO dollar, proof of owned dollar, crypto dollar, for every real actual dollar you have, and that it's going to be built in, that you scan it in, and that you then put it into a safe, and that then there's going to be a little device that measures movements and stuff, that is that, and auditing, that anytime there's movement of the safe or anything like that, that you audit yourself and you have to re-enter it back onto chain. But it's proof of ownership that's constantly auditing itself, that any individual is going to be able to take their real world assets of their first, starting with their own currency, and issue themselves PooUSD or whatever it may be. It'll start with PooUSD. But the irony being that PoO Dollars, when Tether crashes, when USD crashes, because there's nothing actually backing them, there's no real world asset dollars behind these current US stable coins, and that most likely the Ripple USD, when it does come out, will be the first actual real world asset backed, like bank account, dollar per dollar, I'm guessing, or something like that, right? Because it'll be fully audited on Ledger. And that PoO Dollars is going to be, and PooP coin, proof of ownership project, is why it's so revolutionary. Is you don't need a central exchange to turn your dollars in. You don't have to use a credit card to buy into crypto. You don't have to pay all the stuff. It's literally, you're going to just scan your own cash and proof of ownership. And the thing is you're still holding on to that cash. So what revolutionizes PooP project and PoO Dollars is that it will survive an internet crash, anything like that, because you still physically own your own dollars that you prove that you have, and that you still have them, right? Because they're at home and you're safe. And this was built off of the idea of what Crypto Alchemist has always been, of transmuting physical gold into the ether of crypto and back and forth, and able to take your proof of owned gold through Crypto Alchemist, and then onboard your physical gold into crypto and be issued gold backed dollars, or gold Alchemist dollars, because it's physical gold backing your dollar, not a physical bill of a dollar. So they'll probably, golden dollars will probably, at least gold spot price. But, with how fractional reserving, anyways, ALchemist Golden Dollars will probably trade for at least, more than a regular proof of ownership dollar. And proof of ownership dollars will definitely trade for more than a Tether or a USDC issued dollar. That's for damn sure. It's revolutionary. It'll change the world. And just the irony that the PoO dollar, proof of ownership, will always be worth more than any other freaking ERC20 stablecoin, because there's actual physical dollar for dollar, audited back into the blockchain, and that it's so decentralized because any individual in the world can just onboard their own money without having to pay or leave that money anywhere. So that's the other thing. You're not putting this money, your savings, into the bank or into an exchange or anything like that. You're still holding on to it the entire time. So the entire system grid can crash and you still have your original investment. That's the best part of the ALchemist PooP project of gold and, there'll be gold, silver, and your dollars or physical bill cash that you'll be able to onboard through PooP, the PooP coin, and that this is literally going to change the world. But yes, all right, let's finish this off. The Tuah scam that shall continue on because people are idiots and going to keep trading.
All these celebrity launches and stuff, it's all rubbish, man. 2x on something so risky and freaking bullcrap as this, right? It's useless. Just go through top traders. So this guy, he buys up with 965k, right? But he's responsible for this wallet and this wallet. So he makes 2.2. So he makes 1.3. So 1.66 mil he pulls out just from sniping that launch with just under a mil. Freaking crazy. And the retail don't stand a chance, because even after that, you've got all your bots in here, right? You've got all your bots in here that will beat you. So there's all the slippage and stuff taking place in here. You don't stand a chance as retail. And then this is what Coffee was going on about. This is all the insiders who got that.
So look at this as it spans out. Look at all of the parallel, just the thickness of each of those green and red parallel bars, because it represents each time one of her fans buying in, because that's part of their scam. They onboarded so many new crypto people that didn't know anything about crypto, so couldn't see or recognize all of these parallel dumps of the 7.5 times more crypto that was sold to all of the pre-investors than the people that kept buying in, trying to support it. That's just such a crazy actual rug pull scam operation that they did, that just, wow, well orchestrated, and you're all going to hell and hopefully to jail. And this is the evidence of it all right here. And Tuah fans should be demanding their money back and justice, not buying her bullshit that is inevitably going to come out with her playing the victim, I'm guessing, deniability story. Because no, from the get-go, she knew by design that she gets 50% of the payout from the trust when it's all said and done, and that doesn't just include all the unlocks and so much more. It's just such a complex scam this is just the beginning. It will be tied up in courts for years, I'm sure, and I'm sure Tuah is going to be spitting and sucking and milking it the entire way through, with that 15% going to that Cayman Island legal trust fun
17%
checking them.
allocation, so to speak. All of this is insider trading, right? But I believe that this is tied to the dev. I don't trust this guy for a second. You can just tell, even in that Twitter, that video, that Spaces, you can see him trying to duck and dodge and weave everything when they're just straight, direct questions. All right, so this is what I'll do. Usually when these guys, these big, massive insiders, pull out a lot of Solana out of projects like this, I'll usually want to track and
Right, so this is why it's still a developing story, and good on to the Bash brothers on like tracking the stuff and how he's going to show and how they're going to continue to watch where the wallets that sold all of these and took all of this money. They kept selling the top and then they kept selling the base, and they let it see. And here's another thing. They made sure it maintained the base. This is another reason why you can see that it's a scam, because they've kept it at a base, but they sell each time that it gets up enough, but that it doesn't crash down, right? Like they don't ever flood it. They sell the same sustained amount over and over again, like bots by design that got these pre-sales. So this is how we 100% know. It's because it doesn't ever just crash down, right? No, it's maintained this base, but you have these same equal over and over again parallel freaking sales down, then people buying back up. So it's like they keep dumping and they keep milking every single time they're milking, and people keep buying, but they're not ever selling more than enough that they can milk, right? They're just like, oh, because they could flood. They could be like, splish it all and just steal everything, steal that $1 million or $2 million that's in that liquidity bag, right? They could just take that $2 million at any point, walk away. But no, they keep the price at the base and they keep doing it. And this is undeniable, documented on-chain behavior. And that's why it's so huge. And that then it's going to be tracking the wallets that keep taking this Solana out, that keep dumping these coins and taking it, and then seeing what they do with that Solana, investigating all of their previous on-chain activity, and from there building the criminal cases against them. And that I will be keeping update on this and investigating it more myself. And just it's the prime case of criminality in the Huck Tuah model.
Stalk them online to see what they're doing, where they're going, and see different places that they go into. So we've built a custom tool that helps us to do this. So what we want to do is we want to find out where this Solana is. So filter for Solana, outflow, and we want to get rid of anything that's below 1 Solana, okay? So this guy with this 1 point whatever he's pulled out mil, right? All of this Solana he's spread across to all these different wallets. We want to track all of that stuff so that we can see everything that goes on, right? With if he moves it, if he's swapping, or if he's minting a new project or whatever, we'll be able to track it with our tool. Right, so we do it, we're tracking all of these devs and insiders. So for example, let's take a look at, say, Chill Guy. One of the insiders here. Ooh. See, we're tracking all their activity, whether they're buying on Pump or Radium, swapping, transfers, liquidity events, minting. We track it all. See all that crap? Can't hide from the Bash brothers, bro. So I just want to go create a new profile for Hawk. Show you this process. Copy image. Now we want to go through all these wallets here and suss out where all the Solana is. So open that one up, open that one up. This one and this one. So go through Okay, so it's holding token supply 140 odd K in that. No, none in that one. 0 Sol. Okay, 966 Solana. So we want to copy that address and just plug it into our tool. Enter. Right. So 1,000 Solana. Copy that one. Enter. So I'm going to speed this process up. Okay, so we've got all these wallets loaded up here. We'll call them Insider, Hawk Insider. Right. Create. Now we've got 9 wallets, 0 Solana profiled at the moment. But if I refresh this, there you go. So it takes roughly about a minute or so. 6,000 Solana. We've got all these wallets now tracked. Anytime these guys move the Solana around, or there's any events that fit into this mints, transfer, swaps, liquidity, we got them, right? Cool. Hey guys, so real quick before we finish up, if you're new to this space or you're just tired of being screwed over, guys, we've got a Discord community here that we like to share with people. This is a non-get screwed over community where we don't screw people over. We just help each other out. Okay, the game's hard enough as it is. The whole thing's rigged, man. So I've created this community. The Bash Brothers have created this community where people can come and be safe and ask questions and get some help. We've got some online whizzes on here for on-chain analysis. We've got some devs in here. One of the major things is I've created a course. It's a free course to teach people not to get screwed over trading meme coins. That's it. Okay, guys, it's totally for free. So if you want to come and join a community that is a cool community where we help each other out, come on in. We've also got this tool that we speak about a little bit more, the Bash Stalker tool, which is one I've just showed you. But yeah, anyways, guys, I hope that this video has been an insightful video and that you guys are safe out there, right? Stay away from crap like this. It's rubbish, man. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
All right, shout out to Bash Bros in that video. Right. All right, my bad. Oops. So just to continue and end this off, possible development, and I suspect this probably has something to do with it, and hopefully Bash Brothers, this is tracked and out of, well, we'll find out if it has anything to do and is related to it. The Orca price on Solana, and Orca is like a DEX bridge mixer, I'm pretty sure, and it took a couple giant ups today and recently. Before I started the stream and I was trading it, I was doing some quick day trading, and I actually lost a half of Solana, and had I held on right now, I would have been up. I just played it so wrong. Anyways, I broke a couple rules with dollar cost averaging and day trading, and it will be how I start the next episode on crypto, covering and going all into the Orca part. But the main thing being the massive injection of Orca here. Gonna see where that came from, what wallets, and if it has anything to do with the wallets from Hawk Tuah. And yeah, all right, I think I've covered enough today on this, and it's 7 a.m. On that note, love you all, thanks for watching, and we'll be back. Go PoO Dollars. Poop coin.
Boy, you fixing to get 8 if you don't get down to BurnEye's Crypto Alchemy channel now. Sometimes us disembodied dragon heads get hungry. And what do we do when we get hungry? We chase people. No, wait. I'm supposed to be telling you guys to get down to BurnEye because you might make some money learning about crypto, and you might just have a good time learning about that alchemy too, because sometimes you gotta transmute stuff. So don't get ate. Come to BurnEye. Have you ever seen an angry disembodied dragon's head? Well, if you don't want to see one angry, then you better get your ass down to the Crypto Alchemist channel now.
If you believe it hard enough, it might actually manifest.
Listen, it's a paramount time to wake up. Always remember, don't forget to be the change, bro. Ha
Love y'all. Have a good day. Stay blessed.